What's going on, folks? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. There's plenty of MMO news to go around this Valentine's Day, including some non-MMO stuff, so let's get straight into it. There's some new content on Black Desert Online this week in the form of Dark Rifts. These things are appearing randomly across the world, and players must take out the powerful boss monsters that come out of these rifts. And the catch is these can only be done solo. These rifts are challenging individual content that will reward you richly if successful, and if you can't find them on the map, there'll be location guides to help you out. BDO also received Bartali's Adventure Log, which arrived last Friday, a brand new feature that gives you new quests, challenges, and tasks to do in return for bonus stats and other rewards that affects all characters in your family, so think of it as an account-wide boost of some sort. Overall, interesting week for BDO in the PvE department as it tries to add more padding to please everyone. But I can still see that their main focus right now is still on that Shadow Arena Battle Royale mode, which is nearing its official launch date, and there's tons of events lined up for that. Beginning this week and ending on the 25th of February, the Guardians Gala event has returned to CCP's sci-fi sandbox spaceship MMO, EVE Online. The Guardians Gala, an event where you fight against the fearsome pirates of New Eden, is apparently one of the game's more popular events, and this year, in conjunction with Valentine's Day, the Angel Cartel are back, and by taking them out, players can get a bunch of exclusive items from the New Eden store, like new spirit skins for additional hulls, agency combat boosters, facial augmentations, and a bunch more. Defeating both Gala hosts and Outlaw attendees will secure points that can be used to claim rewards via the agency. Also new to EVE Online is the CC Please feature, where you can see a virtual roadmap of all the upcoming improvements, features, and things being worked on by the developers on the official website. The latter is a really cool feature that I'd like to see more MMO developers adapt. It's a great way to keep the player base informed and enthused about what's being worked on for the future, alongside more modern and conventional ways like using social media, live streams, or just a plain old press release. Over in TERA, the free-to-play Korean action combat MMORPG is getting what it calls a dream collaboration. Their words, not mine, and the mashup in question is with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Bluehole, the folks behind TERA, is also behind PUBG, so this really isn't a surprise when it comes to cross promos. Beginning with the Southeast Asian version, there's going to be PUBG-style costumes and items like outfits, footsteps, and special pets for every race and gender in the TERA store, which again is no surprise. All items will be on sale for a limited time, so if you are a fan of both of these games, go spend some money. I do like crossover promos, and in this case would have liked to see some way of these items being given out to players for free by simply doing some content in-game, instead of just chucking them in the in-game store. Now for crossovers done right, look no further than Monster Hunter World, who on Friday announced its mashup with The Witcher's Geralt of Rivia. Unfortunately, due to Capcom's strict rules on trailers, I can't show you much, but just know that Geralt is now part of Monster Hunter World in a new original questline for rank 16 and above hunters. He's voiced by the same guy who played him throughout the Witcher franchise, and the new questline tasks the White Wolf with hunting down a new threat that RPG fans of the series will recognize, the Lashen or Leashen. You'll get to use Geralt's arsenal and abilities, including his sword and combat magic, and you can also interact with other characters from the Witcher franchise during the questline. Completing it will reward players with unique Witcher-themed items, resources to craft Geralt's and series, weapons, and armor sets, as well as new emotes, titles, and all that good stuff. This is more like it for RPG fans, and while I don't yet know how it all makes sense that the Witcher appears in Monster Hunter World through a portal, look, big crossovers like these are actually pretty fun and exciting. The bad news, if you're on the PC, you're gonna have to wait a while before you can play it, but the update is available for PS4 and Xbox One right now. For survival MMO enthusiasts, there's been one game in development that's eluded all of us hungry for more news, footage, or anything really, and this past weekend we got a ton of it. I'm talking about Amazon's New World, and it has let multiple news sites preview an early build of the game, and we got to see actual gameplay footage like castle sieges, crafting, and exploration. It more or less confirms what we already knew about it: sandbox PvP MMO, hundreds of players on a server, a structured guild skill system, territory and economy wars, crafting, action-ish combat with mouse buttons for attack and block, and it's all typical really for a survival sandbox MMO. And for me personally, it looks okay. I just need to play it for myself to properly A and B it with other games out there. So if you want to have a look, head on to one of these mainstream game sites like PC Gamer, IGN, and even VentureBeat on their YouTube channels, and you should see a video there. Hey, remember Defiance, the MMO shooter formerly by Tryon and now Gamigo? Well, it's still Defiant, even though its relaunch of the game with a new graphically improved version dubbed Defiance 2050 didn't do as well as they'd like. It's still going on, and this week the Colony Courtship event is back on both versions of the game until the 26th of February. This event is all about the hell bugs invading the new frontier, and players must go and wipe them out because a good bug is a dead bug. Rewards for this includes a prototype shotgun, among other things, and the game has also introduced a new system called the Synergy Matrix, which are powerful sets of relics that you can use to tweak your builds to enhance power and survivability. So we've got most of the MMO games out of the way. Now let's talk about some non-MMO stuff this week, and there are some noteworthy things going around. Firstly, with Activision Blizzard. The company released its Q4 report earlier in the week, and it had a record 2018 year, but has laid off 8% of its staff, which amounts to hundreds of employees, given the size of the company. If you're wondering if this is good or bad for Blizzard in particular, as we're dealing with the MMO side of things here, Blizzard's president J. Allen Brack stated that the layoffs are mostly affecting the non-development teams. So this is not affecting retail WoW or Diablo when it comes to the game development teams, and in Diablo's case, they're actually scaling up development over there. I've seen lots of gloom and doom since the media's craze of posting this news over again every 12 hours, but more emphasis needs to be put on the fact that this is only affecting non-development teams. Either way, we wish those affected a speedy return to the video game workforce. The report also goes on to say that its outlook for income is lower in 2019, partly due to Blizzard not releasing any new games this year, which is sort of half true. I mean, when World of Warcraft Classic comes out this summer, expect it to feel like a new game launch, and I think sub numbers could go back up for a few months. So does the report already factor that in or not? Who knows? Moving on, Anthem is releasing this Friday for Origin Premier members, and I can't wait to jump in and take my javelins out for good. And this week we got another surprise, as Hollywood director Neil Blomkamp, who directed District 9, has put together a live-action short film for Anthem called Conviction, and I got to watch the snippet early in the week, and I gotta say it looks fantastic. I can't show you guys the full thing because at time of me recording this video, it's not out yet, but you can head on to the Oats Studios YouTube channel to see the full version. I'll leave the link below. And just a very quick word to EA here. What the hell are you guys doing? EA seems so desperate for money this quarter, they're all over the place. Firstly, the release schedule for Anthem is just pure BS. There's different dates, different accesses, and the February 15th release is only for Origin Premier members, which is a subscription that allows you to play a bunch of EA games on Origin, and early access to Anthem is one way to sell it. Otherwise, everyone else has to wait until the 22nd of Feb for the full launch. No big deal if you can wait it out and avoid spoilers, but the confusion is real. And whose smart idea was it to launch Apex Legends a week before Anthem? I mean, anyone in the business of game development under the same publishing roof will tell you that is sales suicide. Remember what happened to Titanfall 2, you guys? Respawn Entertainment and Titanfall 2 worked so hard to improve itself from the first game, and it was forced to launch in between Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1, the other EA game, and that resulted in poor sales for Titanfall 2. This is deja vu in 2019, and Anthem is staring down a Titanfall 2 scenario, and if that in fact does happen, good job EA, way to fist yourself. But you gotta feel sorry for BioWare, man. And last but not least, Ubisoft and Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is back for more. D2 will be having an open beta free for everyone on the 1st of March, which is great if you have missed out on the private beta last weekend. I've jumped in, as most of you know, and I did enjoy my experience, and have already pre-ordered, and even bought the first game for 90% off just to jump in and see what the Division was all about, and to make comparisons to Div 2 when that's out. So if you've been on the fence about pre-ordering, save the date. March 1st to March 4th will be the Division 2's open beta, free for everyone. And that's all I've got, folks. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below and tell us what's got you excited. Hit the like button for the love of afternoon naps, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO videos and get notified on all my latest uploads. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to watch more MMO news, MMO reviews, all that good stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking the round button with my cartoon face on it wearing shades, or the subscribe button at the bottom of the video, and that bell too to get notified on all my latest uploads. Anyway, have a great Valentine's Day. I'm gonna serenade you guys out. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.